Hey Mara, how you doing? All right, so this is kind of curious because I'm going to hover over this title, and as you can see, you've got M4T1.jpg. Then you also have an extension .pptx, which is a PowerPoint extension. So I'm wondering how that happened. This should be submitted as a JPEG using the template from the class, but somehow I don't know if you added that PowerPoint extension, but don't if you did. So for your resubmission, make sure it submits as a JPEG, not the PowerPoint. Now, we'll go ahead and take a look at the PowerPoint. I think one of the things that, let me see here. Let's reduce the size a little bit so we can fit that in the window. Okay, so basically you're using only typography in this composition, okay? So these background elements here, we don't want to use those. Also, definitely be sure to use one of the templates. Here's the templates right here, and I just want to go ahead and open those up so you can see what they look like. You've got a square format, you've got a portrait format, and you've got a landscape format for either one that you want to use. But if we take a look at the landscape format, let's go ahead and take a look at the landscape format for, let's see, PSD landscape format for Adobe Illustrator. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And as that opens up, we can see, and we'll compare that to yours. Okay, here it is. Okay, so you can see that even a landscape is not as wide as this. So you definitely want to make sure that you adhere to the project template. All right, so in terms of the work itself, these color bars in the background, we can't use those because basically this is typographic design. So using only type, and that's covered over here. Oh, whoops, sorry about that. That's covered right here. In addition to use length typefaces to emphasize mood in your chosen phrase or lyric, use typographic elements as a graphic design elements in your composition, taking into consideration how letter forms and symbols can function as shapes. In other words, you can only use the keyboard or symbols that are part of a typeface to create the design. So these aren't. This is actually form. These are shapes created using something other than the font. So we can't use those. And of course, we've always got the examples to take a look at, right? So if we jump over here, I think the thing with this is there's really no emphasis anywhere. You've got a little bit of emphasis on calm and on success, and I think calm and success are two key words in this phrase. However, it's really not typeset in a very expressive way at all. It's center aligned, and there's really no emphasis anywhere in terms of scale. There's no real figure ground kind of relationship establishing negative space as part of the compositional element. And it's basically just very static type. So you're using one typeface and you can use up to 3 in this, remember. What I would like you to do moving forward is I'd like you to recompose this and really experiment with type, okay? Now listen, there is no right or wrong here, so don't worry about getting anything wrong, okay? As long as you do the assignment, you'll be fine. But I want you to experiment. I want you to be more creative than this. If we take a look at the example, you can see, all right? So instead of just having this center aligned right in the middle of the composition, this designer has worked with scale, placement, alignment, emphasis, and contrasts. So these are some of the things that we've been learning in the last few weeks, right? So I'd like to see you employ some of those techniques here. Now, one thing I will say moving into your final submission is this. Just don't submit a center aligned composition, okay? Try to experiment with the picture plane. Make sure that you use some sort of typographic alignment. That was covered in the video. And try to create some emphasis based on scale. And really try to be creative here. You know, use different color typefaces. Use different typefaces altogether. Up to, but no more than 3. And really see if you can push the creativity here, yielding a composition that's visually interesting, as well as using some of these visual enhancements to really to enhance the visual message or the message associated with the type itself, that text. Okay, so those would be my recommendations. And like I said, experiment here. Really push this and try to break your comfort levels. So we don't want center alignment. We really want you to push your creativity here. All right, good job. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know. And don't forget, no more PowerPoints. Make sure that you keep that JPEG extension. Don't add any other extensions to it, okay? All right, Maura, good job. Any questions at all, please let me know. Thank you.